Welcome to Working Dragon Mystic. I'm Drake. I've been getting a lot of questions about Sigil Magick, and it's actually one of my favorite types of magic because it's easy to do anywhere you are. And where I travel a lot, I do use it quite a bit. It allows me to shape a spell, wherever I'm at. So we're going to cover some of the very basics of some Sigil Magick to get you started. First off, what is Sigil Magick? Well, it's the use of a sigil to charge with intent that manifests your will into the universe. A lot of chaos magic practitioners use sigils, and there's countless ways to create sigils. So what we'll be going over today is just going to be one simple method that you can use. In my Sigil Magick course, we cover multitudes, different ways, different alphabets, all kinds of stuff that you can use them for. This is just a quick, simple, get you started basics. So first, what is a sigil? A sigil is a pictorial representation of a complex ideal or an entity, is the general definition I hear most of the time. And by pictorial, it can literally be anything. And in all honesty, when you look at it, you really shouldn't see your initial ideal. A lot of people are familiar with like the Goetia and the spirits in it. Those seals or sigils of them used to evoke those spirits are a form of sigil. That's not what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be creating our own sigils for manifesting something that we want in our lives. I have heard people say that Sigil Magick isn't as powerful as other types of magic. Honestly, I've not seen that to be true. In my experience, the energy you put into the sigil, you will get out and you will manifest what it is you want. It's almost kind of like your belief in it. If you honestly put the limitation upon your magic, then Sigil Magick's not going to give you as much bang for your buck. But if you don't put that limitation on it, in my experience, you do the work, you put the energy in it, you can manifest just about anything you want with Sigil Magick. In fact, I know some practitioners, the only magic they do is Sigil Magick. So if that's how you choose to do it and that's what you wish to do, by all means do it. So let's get into it. So to do Sigil Magick, you will need some paper and a pen. Some people tell you to use cardstock, some say parchment paper. I'll be honest with you, I will use any paper I can get my hands on. And if I'm in a hotel somewhere, they usually have notepads of stationery with the logo on it. I've used those quite often. For today, we just have a simple piece of everyday school style notebook paper. And that's really all you're going to need other than a writing utensil. You can use any pencil, you can use any pen. I even know one lady that has used lipstick before in a pinch, or eyeliners. Go ahead, get creative, have fun with it. This is a Sharpie. I do like Sharpies because I do like the deep dark lines it creates when I'm making my sigils. I don't know, I just find them easier to use than the thinner like pencil lines. But that's a personal preference. I know people who love pencil over Sharpies. So try different things, find out the one you prefer. Ultimately, you just need a writing utensil. So for today's sigil, we're going to keep it pretty simple. And we're going to use a statement of intent that I have a lot of people asking for spells for. And that's luck. So we're going to increase our luck. Now for your statement of intent, you want it to be as if you already have it. You don't want to say, I'm going to turn my luck around. You don't want to say, I'm going to bring good luck to me. So our statement of intent, we're going to state, I have great luck. Luck smiles on me. That's something that is in the present. It's now. It's positive. That's what we're going to do. Now, the first thing you want to do is you're going to write it out. So, I have great luck. Luck smiles on me. All right. Now, once you got your statement of intent And it doesn't have to be grammatically correct or anything like that. If you can, do check your spelling as best you can, but don't get caught up in it. If you're somewhere where you need to do the spell fast and you can't check your spelling, don't worry about it. Don't check your spelling. All you need to know is what that statement of intent is. The universe don't give a crap about the spelling or the grammar, because every culture, if you were to just translate one language into another without adjusting for grammar, it would sound weird. So grammar it's important. Learn your grammar, but when we're doing magic, you're wanting the statement of intent, get it on the paper as easy as you can. Now, the way I was taught to do simple, basic sigils is you will go through then and you'll remove all the vowels, A, E, I, O, and U. You can include Y. I actually like to leave my Y's in. I like to use them as consonants. They do tend to give a nice little shape to a lot of sigils. But there are times when I'm making a sigil and Y just don't feel right, and I'll go ahead and cross it down anyways. But we're going to start by crossing out all our vowels. So there's the I, an A, E, another A, U, I, E, O, E. All right. So now we've gone through and we have crossed out all of our vowels. Some people say go ahead and go from there. I also go back and cross out any duplicated letters. So here I have two L's, so I'm going to cross out one of my L's. I have two K's, we're going to cross out one of those. I have two C's. Watch me miss one on camera. If I miss one, we're going to blame it on my eye surgery because I am still having some light sensitivity, so that's what we're going to blame it on. But I do... Oh, there's two M's. See, I told you I missed one. Okay, I think I got them. No, I'm sure you guys will correct me. So I've now crossed out all my double letters. From there, I'm just going to go and bring down all the letters into a straight line. And this is mainly so it's just easier to see what I'm left with. And I do try to bring them down in a block letter format just so they're easier to read. Oh, see, we did miss an L. There were two L's in there I missed. Okay, now you bring those down. The whole point here is to put these together into a single symbol. Most people, we're going to borrow this. Most people say that a sigil should always be in a circle, and I actually do agree with this most of the time. Maybe not for entities, but that's another topic. But when you're making your own sigils, if you can, put them in some kind of a shape, usually a circle. You can draw it by hand, or you can use something like, here's my camera cap, we're going to use it. Just so if I screw up, I can make sure all my circles are relatively the same size on my paper. Now it still looks bad, but that's the general ideal. You'll want to start with a circle like that. Now some people build the sigil and then add in the circle. I like to start with the circle and build the sigil inside it. That way I know the exact parameters I'm working with. And I'll be honest, without some kind of a stencil, I cannot draw a circle to save my life. So it just simplifies it for me. So you can start with any of the letters you want. In this case, I'm going to go from left to right, just like my statement was written. I'm going to place it in there. And you can get artistic with these letters. You don't have to put them in so that they specifically look like letters. You can bend them and curve them. So we're going to start with the H. And I'm actually going to make this thin. But I'm going to run it the whole length of my circle, kind of like that. Did that show up good? Yeah, there we go. Okay, then we're going to put our G in there. Now, I already have this little section up here on the H that kind of looks blocked, like I might make my G. So I'm actually going to use that, and I'm actually going to really square off a G. So I kind of created a spiral there that's going to be my G. So like I said, you can manipulate these in any way you want. The next one's an R, and I'm actually going to come straight off the middle of my H. And I'm just going to create a curve that looks kind of like a river coming off of that H. So I got that luck flowing through my life. And you'll see here the backside of the H helps to create that R. And that's what I mean. You can bend them, flex them, you can turn them around backwards, upside down. Get artistic with it. Have fun, creative. Be as creative as you want with this. And because you're not, again, the final product, you shouldn't be able to look down and see your statement. So the T, I'm actually going to use that middle bar of that H again. And the lower half of the H to create a T right here. Okay, and now we have an L. For the L, I'm actually going to start, and I am going to start off with the opposite side over into my R and come up. So right here's my L. Okay, and then we're going to do the S. Now again, I'm just going to really stretch the S out so you can see it here. It's coming all the way through here. That's actually going to represent my S. So you can see I've really distorted that one. My N, I'm actually going to bring down on the side here. My N's going to be right here. Can y'all see that? There we go. I apologize. This is my first time trying to shoot a video from this angle. And our last letter is going to be the M. Ooh. You know what? I am actually going to do a nice little mountain range-like concept. And put my M right in that upper quadrant there. Okay, and that would be my sigil right there. It's something as simple as that. And this one, again, I've done it quickly. I'd probably play around with it a little more and whatnot. And you can make it several times until you get one that feels right to you. This one's real quick. This one's real simple. But once you have it, then you'll want to pour your energy into it while focusing on your intent. The way I normally do that is I would set my right hand upon it, and I would literally just visualize my energy flowing into it, focusing on my intent, focusing on myself having great luck and abundance of luck in my life. Luck smiling upon me. And that's one of the easiest ways to charge a sigil. Once you have your sigil charged, one of the important things is to let go. Forget of what you're actually after. There's two ways to use a sigil. One is you look at it for different rituals where you continually work for the same thing over a long period. One of the ways I enjoy working with them, for example, this sigil, I'd probably put this in my wallet to carry with me, but I really wouldn't look at it a lot. At the same time, you could also use this same sigil to do a spell to increase your luck. And once the sigil's charged, you stare at it, you meditate with it, and then you would burn it. and destroy the sigil, and that's releasing your intent into the world so that your luck is instantly changed. You now have that great luck, and luck is now smiling upon you. But as far as to keep it or destroy it, that's really going to be, I always say go with what you feel for that particular sigil. Like I said, this one, I think I would carry this one with me, or I'd place it someplace where I would see it occasionally and be reminded of it. Any methods that you would use to charge a candle or anything else in your practice, you can use to charge a sigil. You can also gaze into them and activate them. Some people talk about that, similar to how you would scry into a mirror. But that's really all you need to do. And anything that you can create a statement of intent for, which is anything that you could possibly want to do magic for, you can create a sigil for and manifest that in your life. So this is a great go-to form of magic that anyone can do anywhere with minimal materials. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. I'll answer it. Also, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon if you already haven't. Please like the video, and I hope this video helped you all. Definitely give it a try. I find Sigil Magick to be very productive, rewarding, and it does offer quick manifestations. So play around with it, try it out, find your own style, and let me know how it works for you in the comments. I'm Drake, and this has been Working Dragon Mystic. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.